Well, good evening, ones and ones, boys and girls, everyone out there in the land of the living. Welcome to a special edition of Taichikos Laugh and Learn. Taichikos naturally is your host, and tonight there's a topic that we want to maintain. We're gonna keep that topic. We're gonna maintain that topic. This is the topic we will speak on tonight. The topic is a question. Should someone been raped should be calling for rape? Or if someone is in danger of being murdered, should that individual call for murder? That's the question tonight. What's your thought? Yes, we can discuss it throughout the duration of this program. Now, these thoughts were put in mind for the benefit of education. And everyone knows, or supposed to know by now, that I use these platforms to edify people, especially the younger generation. The question is, should someone in danger of getting raped should be calling for rape? Or if someone's being attacked and in danger of being killed, should that person, girl or boy, called for rape? Should someone call for what they do not want? Should you be calling for what you do not want? Wednesday, the 25th day of October 2023, let us have a sober and intellectual discussion and these important matters, because it is evident that there's a lot of things need to set right to change the situation, the problems that we're facing today. Some people may look beyond some of these things and not seeing how effective they are. And you should all know by now that I am an individual who believe in words, power, and sounds. And I know how effective it is. Should we take a serious look on what we were taught? Should we really take a look and who educate us to know the difference from right and wrong. In my opinion, why should someone, a young girl for instance, let's say a young girl, been attacked by a man with a gun in his hand, demanding sexual exchange, and exactly what she do not want, right? Against her will. And the common teaching is for that young miss to cry out, rape. Tychicus is asking the question tonight. On all intelligent people, well thinkers, please don't stay away from the conversation just for the benefit of knowing and doing the right thing, so that the coming generation who hasn't gone through these experiences can know how to defend themselves. Should a young miss been getting raped, should that person be calling for rape? Use up your finger, right? Now, this is not a cussing live. This is not a live to talk about anybody's business. This is a live about educating, right? This is a live to sensitize. This is an awareness live, right? So, who want to join in this discussion, right? Not many of these lives are on the internet these days, right? So tonight I decided to bring this topic and make sure for the duration of this live we maintain this topic. Should a young miss getting raped or about to get raped should be calling for rape, or someone is attacked and that person is calling for murder? Should it be, in other words, should murder be the right word, or should rape be the right word? Come on, well thinkers. Come on, well thinkers. Right? Come on, well thinkers. Sensitization time. Right? Right? Alive with a difference tonight. None of the yaga yaga and the yege yege. Yeah. Not alive like that, because we become so accustomed to those things that when live broadcasts like these are on the internet, they are not supported, right? And those who should be benefiting from this simply thought that what that little white beard man there say are rubbish, you know. Right? Are rubbish him at all, because you know, she said nobody now support him. Right? Should a young girl or a young boy coming under attack against their will. For instance, rape. Should that person be calling for rape? Or the case of murder. Should that individual be calling for murder? Is it the right things to do? Until you bring your thoughts together. Let's put in. Should you be calling for murder or rape when you are attacked? Is the teachings right or it is wrong? And don't tell me that you're forcing me now to get support by doing derogatory things or talking derogatory things. Don't have me to believe that is our qualities. Because I've been watching lives and saw them getting lots of support. And it is not really edifying anyone. Don't have me to believe that. As you come and as you go, the question is, should someone be getting raped and their first line of defense is to call for what they do not want? Question, is it a right teaching or is it an error? Is such a thing should now remove and the correct thing told to this generation? We can get it. We cannot get it any more interesting more than this. Lots of people today had suffered. Should it be corrected or should it remain as it is? Should someone really in danger of death calling for rape? You know? And when I get an answer, there's another question. In danger of being raped, called for rape, or in danger of being killed, call for murder. Is it murder the right thing to call for? Come on. Like I said before, this is not a yege. This is a live to sensitize, an awareness live, a catch the heart live, a thinking live, right? Should someone being attacked and are about to be killed, should that individual be calling for murder? For instance, in the case of being raped, should that person be calling for rape? Lots of young children are listening. Elders, what is your thought? We have to take back the nation from the fully done culture and to let them aware of whom they are, what they are, what their stance is, what is right and what is wrong. We're gonna ask the question again: should someone being attacked brutally and life has been threatened, should that person be calling for murder? For instance, if it is the case of rape, should that person be calling for rape? Come on, man. Jump in at the conversation, because if I did come with the other topic, I am the pussy man. Yes, man. Enough would then I get enough thing there, enough fireball would then I go up, man. Right? Now, come on, man. Don't be so dull. Get in a conversation that can help the nation, man. Instead of their taps and roses, right? Right? And disgracing your one another, right? Cursing out your one another. Let us use this platform to do something positive for the youths who simply having a problem in what direction to take, right? In what is wrong and what is right, right? To the tune that they do not know what the fruit cucumber is for. The fruits cucumber, young people today do not know the purpose of the vegetable fruits cucumber, because they have seen the cucumbers been using for other reasons. Must we mislead our children? Come on. Come on. Still going nearly 20 minutes. No response. No one interested in such a topic. Is my question not valid? Am I overreacting? Am I overthinking? What says you? Right? What says you? Somebody join in the conversation. What says you? I will have to keep repeating, because it appears as if when they come on the live, they don't stay a minute. But the question is, should someone in danger, big up yourself, Blue, should someone in danger of being killed, or someone in danger of being raped, should they be calling for raped or murder? Good evening, Blue. A wet Wednesday evening in Jamaica. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Blue. You can.
Yeah, whenever I look at it that way, you know, I wasn't
That's the
looking
reason
at it
why
that way, but when I take it out still, you know, because I'm on a murder, I'm on about murder, murder, murder. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah, honestly. You get a little room of conversation.
Why should we call for what we do not want? And the Bible teaches, ask and it shall be
Yeah,
given. Right?
yeah.
Which ought to
But
be the right thing.
I don't ask him, I ask it up,
Yeah.
Papa.
Right?
And
Yeah, you're not asking,
I
you're
ask them
calling for
what,
it. Words,
them I call for
words,
help.
power, and sound. You are actually
Okay.
calling for what you do not want.
Uh,
Why then, in your utterance, you don't say, save my life, please,
I said,
save
somebody come
my
in,
life,
somebody is trying to kill me.
help, help, save my life. Right? Why should
Mm,
we thought to call for what we do not want? What I'm actually saying here, Blue, is the stupid things that we have learned from way down yonder, being
mm-hmm,
taught to us by our colonial masters, right?
mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
us to continue to call for the things that we do not want. But
Mm,
these are things that take deep, deep meditation, right? People look beyond these things and
mm-hmm,
say they are looking a solution to the pollution, and looking beyond these things just as how
mm-hmm.
they look beyond the intelligence of an ants, right?
Mm,
They are not seeing the ants, Blue, because the
yeah.
ants lives on the ground, so the
Yeah.
ants is local. The ants is nothing to them, so they would prefer to take the teachings from a cow that will that will go across the road and see the car coming at 99 miles per hour and don't stop or turn back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because why? The cow is so huge and they love big things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you will find, if the man not dress up in a jacket and tie and say he had gone to one of the big university,
Mm-hmm.
the University Oxford, Cambridge, right? Their thoughts and teaching is not right, because the man who hadn't gone there represent the ants, right? Small man, no know nothing, kind of gone a big university. And those guys who have gone to the bigger university come and tell them, say, when a gun point and you call for murder. Yeah. I I know I was taught as such a thing. And today we having a problem in the youths recognizing the power of words. You following me, Blue?
Yeah, man. May I hear you, man?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, they don't believe in the power of words. So
Yeah.
they use these words randomly in slangs. You notice a lot of words today that they use in slangs
Mm.
are damaging to themselves.
Yeah,
The
man.
name they give themselves. All right, take
Yeah,
for
man.
instance a name like Bounty Killer.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
Take for instance a name
Don't tell
like
me. You know,
Gaza.
them name they come from. Yeah. What that?
Yeah,
We put it
you
now.
know,
We put it now. It's something. We put it now. One butter dish and put it near the in the cooler.
right? Um, you understand? the power of words, that the name that you give unto yourself,
Yeah.
that you will act that name, right? When I was a little boy, I did not conscious of the name they given unto me. And the name that they given unto me when I was a toddler growing was Star Boy,
Mm.
right? And
Yeah.
I did not know that at this stage I was really going to be, or really is a star boy. I did not know,
Mm.
because they did not call me a killer, right?
Mm.
But they called me a star boy. And that
Mm.
name has stuck throughout my schooling, right?
Mm.
Being a star. And I am now a TikTok star. I
Mm.
am now a social media star, right?
Tell me something, because I guess I'm with the ministry for you. He used to dance. He used to dance. Cause he looked like one virgin, and he used to see a dance.
Same one, man. Same one. You're not making any mistake. You're not
Ah,
making any mistake, right?
hey.
Yes, the same one who dances in the street, in the sun, in the rain,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That, you know, that's
Yeah,
a
read
gift
Star Boy
that
for
has
sure.
given unto me, right? And so I was born a star, right?
Mm.
So I have to live. You know who is a star?
Mm.
You know who is a star?
Yeah, man, somebody that
Blue?
shine. Yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
somebody
somebody. Yeah, man. Your answer
shine.
is right. But
Mm.
let me put it in a better perspective. A star is someone that everybody see.
Yeah,
Look at the stars in the sky. As you look up, so no matter which part of the world you're there, you see it.
it
Right?
is that.
So a star is an individual that everybody see. And if
Mm.
you're not talking about, if an individual not being talked about in every quarters, they are not a star.
Mm. For you.
Right?
Yeah.
So that is the name. Now look at me now. I am now in the comfort of my little room. But I'm
Mm.
quite sure people can see the star as
Mm.
far as the Congo Island in Africa,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Nigeria, right? Yeah, you understand me? Eh?
Yeah.
That's a star, right? You get a platform to act on as a star, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So they do not acknowledge the power of words. So you have to give yourself now an alias name. Call yourself a star, no man. Right?
Mm.
So you have to call yourself a killer, bad dog. Right? You know? You hear on some people, it's common assault referring to them friend. And yes, some girl, dirty girl.
Self dog. Yeah. One thing me not support when a parent somebody I go call them style and say dirty girl and you know style you know like them style. You grow youth you must call the youth by name man. Don't make the youth feel depressed by the way you deal with them. We don't support them thing. We always say
Why
something.
couldn't it be? Why couldn't you call that individual an angel? Hmm?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you said
A princess. That's the
Want me clean, friend? Want
mm.
me clean, friend? Yeah? Why you have to call it? Hey, dirty girl.
Mhm.
Yeah? The common assault amongst the other thing is, hey, hey, batty boy.
Mm.
You get me? This is how they address their friends. So it goes right back round in calling for what they do not want.
Mm.
They do not want, well, in terms of some people operate, say you have some people, blue, operate of dirt, nastiness.
Yeah.
So everything about them must nasty and dirty. Those
Mm.
are the person with an unclean mind
Yeah, man.
from way within. Because whatsoever is on the inside is what ricochet on the outside of you.
Mm.
Right? So because you are not clean from within, so everything is coming that is coming out of you is dirty,
Mm.
nasty.
Yeah. So the first thing I
Right?
go say, filthy.
Filthy man, filthy minds. And
Mm.
the thing that hurts me is because they do not know that when an intelligent person heard that, a well-thinking person heard those things and take things to another dimension, knows exactly who they are. And you will call
Yeah.
that man the obia man. How you know say me
Mm.
dirty? And you tell me. Because of the
Mm.
words you speak and your action.
Yeah.
Right? I can easily tell you who you are. Right? The words that coming out of
Before
your
I join the
mouth.
light, you know, before I
Right?
join the light,
Yes.
come me that listen before me really join it. And my wife. My wife hear me a laugh, I don't know when me a laugh. But I'm hear you say something. You said when other TikTok people come and then I say nothing edifying or nothing too relevant, them
Yes.
get support and a lot of people join and all of this and that. But as soon as they come and attack the positive, there's no one.
No one not join you, man.
You know?
You see, I just
No,
hi
no one
and bye. You see how fast
because of something
the
positive.
attendance hi and bye
And the
because the
thing,
topic
and the thing,
is
and the check.
not what they're looking for. No.
Mhm.
Them want to hear the Britannia type or the World Dog type or the this type of conversation. And a
Mhm.
conversation like these that can help to formulate the next generation, less people participate in it.
That's true.
Yeah?
That's why I'm enjoying the life. Because we really,
Yeah. But
me love the
it
thing
was
because
told,
it, you say something and it really, it me. It is some kind of humorous, but at the same time, it's reality. And
let me tell you something.
something upon me not working.
A lot of people, a lot of people take my dancing for humor. And the reason
Mm,
why they take my dancing for humor, because when the creator
mm,
form me and I make me, him
mm,
don't
mm,
make me as a person to make people sad. He makes me as a
mm.
person to make people happy. As
Yeah.
you see me so, the first thing must come to your mind is laughter. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You must not see me. And as you see me, say, you sorry, say you see me. You sad, say you see
Mm,
me. You must glad, say
mm,
you see me. Right?
mm.
So the
Anyway,
first thing, It's a
Anyway,
laughter. Yes.
hmm. Anyway, me I go come out for the live, you know. Cause
Thank
my
you,
wife
man,
is
for
in.
your.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you
man.
for participating. Thank you for your kind words. Right?
Yeah.
That is how it is, my brother.
You come you still
Can
out there sing too. Come me do some singing, you know. I me I go start the live on a
yeah.
Sunday night. Some post carry up here along some road.
You can also catch me on East Coast Reggae Radio.
Mm.
I'm on that newly established internet online radio, right?
Okay.
I come. You can listen to me on 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Okay.
That time doing a different thing, cause I wear many
Oh,
hats. Blue.
I guess I saw you the other night. I
Yes,
saw you the other
yes, yes.
night.
Yeah,
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 man.
man. East Coast Reggae Radio. It located in 10 miles, Bull Bay. Right?
Okay.
So you can
Mm.
also drop the words around.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you very much, Blue.
Yeah,
And
man. Big up
we will
yourself.
have another chat at some other time. In the
All right.
meantime, let me drop one of my own composition. And we still ask the question. Thank you, Blue, for participating. Should someone getting raped should be calling for rape? Or if someone is been murdered, should that individual call for murder? That is the topic. That is the question we are asking. Is it the right thing for someone that's about to be raped and that individual do not want rape? Should that individual be calling for rape? Or in the case of being murdered, should murder be the thing they call for? In other words, murder, hey boy, I'm gonna kill you. Murder! Should you be calling for what you do not want, or should you be calling for life? That's the question, right? And you don't get them more intelligent than that. What is it you want to discuss on these live? How can you contribute to building back the morals, the moral fabrics of our society? How can you contribute? How can you contribute in building back the moral fabrics of our society? What can you do? Jen, good evening.
Good evening.
And let's assume that you have heard my question. And let's assume you have heard my concern.
Which
If you
concert?
don't, I can go through it once again. Right? In the case of someone being murdered,
Eh,
should murder be the right word to utter in calling for help? Or if
you want sleep?
someone
You
is
want
getting
sleep,
raped,
man? You want sleep?
excuse me, let me deal with you in a very intellectual way. You know, sister, I'm bed me sit down pan. So me
What
no
you
need you
want?
to tell me when me fi go sleep. Eh? What happened to your intellect, sir? Hmm?
So you want
What is it?
sleep?
Molly, Molly eat out your brains? Molly and rum and boom? Find another life. Find another life. This one is not for you. This is for intelligent people.
Fuck you.
Alright? Alright?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Find another life, man. This is definitely not for you. Alright? Now, as I said before, this live is for the intelligent one. This is not for the one whose brains have been eaten out. No, definitely not. Definitely not. This life is not for those that has no brain, the no-brainers, not for them. Right? The one that cannot think. Right? Alright? Yes. So should someone getting raped, being sexually assaulted, should that individual be calling for rape or murder? What then should be the right word in asking for help? What should be it? This is not for the no-brainers, right? This live is for thinking people. They mean
What you say going on,
blessed
my dog?
evening.
Blessed
Yes,
evening,
man.
man.
Yes, man. Top of the evening, man. Is it raining where you are? Are you in Jamaica?
Yes, I'm in Jamaica.
Is it raining where you are?
Yes, it was raining, but it stopped now.
Wow, lovely. Yeah, well, it seems to, yeah, stop even where I am. I'm in Kingston, and it's not raining now.
Okay.
But I'm not quite sure if you have heard the conversation from the commencing of this program about half an hour ago. The
No.
question is, someone being attacked and about to lose their life, or in the case of a rape, should that individual call for either rape or murder? Is it the right thing to call for?
Wait, say, I think,
That name is Damien?
yes, that mean. That is a sticky question. I think
Damien.
it's rape.
You know, it's never been thought of, but it takes well thinkers to look at these things and see how much they affect the society in calling for what you do not want. Sure, I watch a video where the man who seems to take so many lives, when his time come for his life to be taken, him begging like a baby. Right?
You know what I did?
Those are don't kill me. Right? You get me?
Yeah.
So then, in case of a one attack you and going to murder you, should you be calling for what you do not want?
No.
But that's what they teach us. Murder!
Murder.
Murder!
All in a rape, they say a murder.
No, rape. They ask the young girls to ball for rape.
Yes.
That in those time, young boys never used to be getting raped as now. So our colonial masters who have taught us these things weren't referring to rape in those times from a man's perspective, but mainly referring to the girls. Murder would have gone to both sexes, although in my early days, I'm 66 years of age, 66 come Friday. In my days, early days, no man never used to kill woman. Our old age used to kill woman. Right? When I born 1957, right? Yeah? But today, women have been murdered. Right? Brutality too.
Domestic abuse. The man them nowadays.
Yeah.
If them if them can't get the woman, nobody can get the woman. So they kill the woman or sometimes kill themselves. But that are not love.
And that is plainly lack of knowledge. Right?
Exactly.
Those action by those men, no matter, don't watch them suit where them wear, Damien. Don't watch the suit that them wear. Because suit, your office, your car doesn't make you an intelligent person. Right? Not even the office where you hold, right, doesn't make you, cannot identify you as an intelligent person. Is your doings and your sayings that can really identify you as an intelligent person. Right?
Real one.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that our colonial masters have taught us. We are living them today. We are normalizing them today. Right? And not paying attention to a simple line of a Rastaman in his song. Thank God he's getting some recognition these days from his hometown people. Robert Nesta Marley. When he said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
Hey, my general,
Free yourself. A lot of people.
Put one little girl to bed.
Yeah, yes. A lot of people do not know the word emancipation, and they would even try to find out what it meant. Not disrespecting anyone, but a lot of people uses the Emancipation Park and do not know the purpose of it. Right? Should anyone being attacked and about to be murdered, should murder be their utterance, or in the case of being raped, should raped be the word they uttered, why not help? Why not save me life? Why you don't call out even for Jesus? Selassie, Mas John. Why they don't teaches you to call for positive things, but they teaches you to call for what you do not want. Like I said before, this life is not for the faint-hearted people. Right? This life is for people who think. Right? And not only this particular topic that I am on, but all of the life that you see me on, it consists, or its intention is to educate you of something that you do not know. Right? But it get very, very little support. You don't notice that? You notice I'm going for nearly an hour now. 61 likes. Only 61 likes. If this was a program filled with irrelevant things, it would have that that 61 would be 61,000 likes. Right? You notice? But in a time like this, I no longer can sit around with a powerful tool like this and have it idling. And when I saw my brothers and sisters are dying because of lack of education, I just cannot. I just cannot sit around. Thank you, Fireball. Yes. Positiveness. Right? Positive people supported positive talk. Right? If you come here not supporting the positive talk, right? Then you don't love positiveness. Straight talk. A straight talk, them things they know. But when you talk things so straight, you intend to pick up a lot of enemies. When you speak the things as straight as this, you pick up a lot of enemies when you would have thought that you would be getting more friends. But instead, you're getting enemies because of the raw truth that you're speaking. So what it tells you? It tells you that people clearly doesn't like the truth. There's a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things you see today that's going the other way. I pick out who specifically tonight should a one be calling for rape when they are getting raped, or should you be calling for murder when you are about to be killed? Is it the right thing to do? Right? Barry Boss, if all the truth should be told, there will be no peace on earth. Ooh, Barry, Barry, I love that. I've heard it and I've known it. So what you're saying there is facts, right? But as many truth that can be possible told, it must be told. Yes. For a conscious conversation. You want conscious conversation? Then look for Tychicus Live when you saw it and join it. Miss Bloomfield, good evening. Good. How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm good, and you?
I'm in high spirit, but a little bit down because of the action of my people. I mean, it leads me. Are you hearing me clearly? I forget to ask.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
How are you receiving me?
Clearly.
Okay, all right. So let me say that I'm not quite sure you know of the topic that I am on. We want to keep the conversation that we're having on this topic, right? It's two questions. Someone is getting raped. Is rape is the right utterance from that individual, or someone in danger of being killed? Should that person be calling for murder? Miss Bloomfield.
Well, definitely. If they're getting raped, they're gonna say rape, and if they're being murdered, they're gonna say murder.
Rape. I like how you say it, and that's the reason why I'm asking the question. Is if it is the right thing for them to say, who taught them that is what they must say?
Oh, based on the rape, who taught them? Oh, they know that to say rape.
Rape. Who taught them?
Oh.
So that is their line of defense. Who taught them that should be the utterance? Who taught you? I'm 65. I'm 65 years of age.
I know what to get. I know what to get in that. I know what to get in that, because basically, if somebody is getting raped, yeah, how they know that they should call out for rape? How they know that it's rape, they're gonna get raped?
Somebody teaches them. So where
exactly
that teaching is coming from?
Exactly.
Remember, no?
Exactly.
We're born and conceit, right? But probably it never been questioned probably until now when I started to question it. Right? Right? But it must have been taught. And if you can do do the maths good, and work out the
I
puzzle,
guess it's from
It is not
ancestor
hard.
time.
All right. if you can go right back, it goes right back to our colonial masters who have taught them that. When
Right, because it's been going on from the way back, way back.
good. But it has now been discovered that it couldn't be the right word to say, because we are so confused in our mind that we don't even realize that we said words are powerful. You get me, Miss Bloomfield?
Yes,
We
yes.
talk about the power of words, right? But yet we use the negative words for our defense. There's a positive words there. There are positive there that can bring positive reaction. But who taught us these things? They weren't our friends. They were our enemies. Cause you can trace it right back, right? Right back, you can trace it. Go back into the book of Exodus. You can see that they did want to get rid of the seeds of the black man. May I put it away? They can call them some different name, Negroes and all of that. Because of one reason, they were afraid of us. So anything that they are doing to us, they have to come first as your friend and give you a friendly fire. Friend enemies. And those are the teachings we took to construct self-wounds on ourselves by calling down what you do not want through words, power, and sound. Murder! You don't want murder. The whole you call for murder. Life! That's what you want. Why they didn't teach you to call for life? Why they didn't teach you to call for help, Miss Mary, Master John, when you're getting raped? Why you must call for what you do not want? And surprising to know,
even call for help.
Yes, help. The Christian said Jesus. Call for Jesus. Call for a name. Call for a living person. Call for something that can help you. Don't call for what you do not want. Because it's the thing you do not want you're calling for. You must get raped. Once you call for rape you must get. Once you call for murder you must get. But how many people thought of that? That's why you see, Miss Bloomfield, meditation is the key. Yes, Septimus, I've seen you. Septimus. Let me see. Send a request. Let me see if I can find you. Just Septimus. Just press on the pink and the blue and send the request to me, and I will able to add you. Right? Just send that. Just press on the pink and the blue. Right? And I will and I will able to add you. Right? You would be a very interesting person in this conversation, Septimus, because you have been around for quite a while, even longer than I do, right? Yeah, and you may be able to tell me why people must call for rape when they do not want rape. You can just thank you for for liking the live. Yes, Miss Bloomfield, thank you. Yes. So why must we call for what we do not want? Is it the right thing to do? And how then are we gonna change this? What should we do to change this for the benefit of the coming generation? Should well, this want more people. This want more people. This want more people. I don't know. I don't know if it is the food that I ate. Why my vocab is opening up like this tonight. But it is really opening up to a lot of things as I try to find out why we have to call for what we do not want. We want money. We want equality and justice. We want good. And yet, the word bad is used more than the word good. Did you realize that, Miss Bloomfield?
Yes.
In our society today, the word bad used more than the word good.
Good, right. The bad
Did
conquer
you
the good.
realize
They
that?
allow the bad to conquer the good.
Of
Yes.
course. Yeah, of course. Diana Linton, you can also, yes, I saw you, I acknowledges you. You can also send your request so I can add you and give you an invitation to come in the box to join this discussion, or you can stay in the comment section and also contribute. The question is why a person must call for rape when they do not want rape, if they are going to be raped, or if they are going to be killed, why they should be calling for murder when they don't want murder. I saw Washi in in the lineup here. Haven't seen Washi, the versatile Washi, for some times. Washi, we haven't seen you for some times. Washi, send in the request as you normally do, Washi. Yet it would be good for you, for someone with such knowledge, Washi, to fill in a conversation like this. Yes. It would be nice, Washi. We are trying to find out. Yes. It would be nice, Washi. What is this? Vicious Goddess. Am I pronouncing the name right? Vicious.
Vicious goddess. Good night.
Goddess.
Vicious goddess.
Good.
Yeah.
The first question I'm gonna throw at you, pronounce the first name again for me.
Vicious.
Vicious
Yeah.
Goddess. Have you learned of the topic of the questions that I'm asking?
Pardon me?
Did you hear the question that I'm asking?
No, I just came on and I never
Okay,
heard of it.
okay, okay, okay. All right, all right. Let me throw out the question again. In the case of someone is getting raped or someone getting is about to be murdered, is rape or murder is the right word as a line of defense? Should they be saying murder, rape? Should they be calling for what they do not want?
No, I don't think so. No. I don't believe in
So
that.
why then it has happened?
I don't know. My in my opinion, if those things are happening, you should call for help.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah, that is my opinion. That's what I stick to. You should call for help, not those two words.
And why you should not call for those two words? Simply because that is what you don't want.
Right.
That is what you don't want. You want
No.
your life. You can call for help. You can call for life. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So call for life. Miss Mary, John, even if you want to say Jesus, Selassie. Yeah?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking
Right?
about. Yeah.
Yeah? Call for what you want. You want
Yeah.
a living soul to come and help you. You
Yeah.
don't want rape. So how are you going to be there? Rape, rape. I'm quite sure you're going to get raped. Because that's
Yes,
what you're calling down
you
on yourself.
definitely gonna get it. And if you say in murder too, you're gonna get murder
You're
same way.
definitely going to get
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna get both of them. Yeah.
Because you're calling for it. And it's exactly what you don't want. So the big question now, vicious goddess. I like your line of thoughts. And this is what my life is about, thinkers. My life is for the thinkers because I look beyond the ordinary things, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm quite sure a lot of people weren't looking at these things when they are so vital in the
Yeah.
society today that we are living in. Because as I was saying to Miss Bloomfield, who is now on pause, that the negative words used in the society, in the atoms today more than the positive words. Negative words, more negative words had been used in the atmosphere.
So
And that is
true.
why so much negative things are happening. Right?
Yeah.
So the big question now, Miss Vicious Goddess.
They are speaking it into being.
Who teaches us that? Where do we get that knowledge? Where did the first set of people got that knowledge from? Who teaches them? From foundation. Should Who teaches them?
Mm.
Vicious. For instance, I'm 66 years of age. I born 1957, right? And I born Conceit, right?
Yeah.
So the man who born 1927, born Conceit, 30 years before me, right? And the one they born, then conceit that way. So who teaches them that? Wrong thing, and nobody correct it. Why it hasn't been corrected up to this point? Why?
Ancestors.
The ancestors. I would say our colonial masters.
Yes, I agree with you, sir.
When we were colonized, though, how many people understand the word colonized? How we were cloned, and the methodology they use, one of the methodology they use to clone you, because they can clone you physically, they can clone you spiritually, right?
Yeah.
So one of the method that they use to clone you is education, indoctrination, false education, to make you someone, make you thought of yourself as someone whom you are not. So you started to curse your own self. You started to destroy your own self.
So true.
Right? Yeah. Because that, you said all those teachings are
Yeah.
self-destruction. Right? You're destroying your own self. Right?
Yeah. True.
So the question.
Sometimes you can't stand yourself because of those things. That's how they program our mind and brainwash us.
Listen this. Listen this. Me know say your band can hear it. Whether you repeat it, anything black not too good, you know. You're black like monkey.
Yes.
All those thoughts is for you to hate your natural self. Right?
Exactly.
Yes. Right? For their bleaching cream to sell. Right?
Yeah, because
For their
what
products.
I see, they don't like to see the color of their own skin, so they want to look like the Caucasians and Asians,
They
those kind of
hated
race. Yeah, they hate their own
they hate
color.
their own self.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They anything black, never too good. And the black woman, we want pretty, straight nose children, and crosses the border to get it. Right?
Yeah.
To get the straight nose, pretty hair child, they crosses the border and pick up their demons. And that is why God did said, don't you cross your nation. Stick to your nation.
Yeah,
No
so true.
intermarry, no
Yeah.
other nation. Right? But they tell the black man say, it no look good, and they make the products to damage themselves. Yes. And they hugged that and they use that to inflict wounds on themselves, and it goes deep, you know, because when they started to sick, the pharmaceutical medicine them have to turn to, so they will forever being enriched by your own stupidity. Is your stupidity enriching them, you know?
Facts.
Yeah. So that's it. So you can see, not knowing they are stripping their melanin that protects them from the sun. Exactly. But how many of these people you can tell that? First thing them are going to tell. Yes, some of them. I heard some of them. No, me not bleach, me just a tone down. No bleach, me bleach. Me just a tone down. When I heard them, I said, how stupid you are. How stupid you are. Now, the pharmaceutical fields are laughing. They are laughing because when the sun comes down, they sell them another product to rub on their skin. Yes. And these are the Barbies. These are the look. Oh, come on, Tychicus, behave yourself. These are the look good people. People only want to look good. People don't necessarily want to be good. They just want to look good.
They don't want to be healthy neither.
No, they don't want to be good. I said the word bad, use more than good. Lord, the dumpling there, bad. Right? The
True.
word bad, use more
The
than
rice
good.
and peas and chicken, bad.
Bad.
That juice is bad.
I want bad little DJ that, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
So the word bad, use more than good. Who teaches them that? The one who teaches them that is very cunning. The one who teaches them that, you know, knew that is what you send out in the atmosphere come back at you.
Exactly.
So true.
Yeah. I want wicked show the brother they have, you know. Hey, that drinks the wicked in a man. That's why we see so much wickedness happening in our land today. Come on, people. Una not see what one?
Power of the tongue.
9-month-old baby. The other day a pure 8-year-old. Them a take out wickedness. Artists giving themselves name like killer, murderer, or dog. Places naming themselves as Gaza. And look where up and down on the Gaza Strip now. Right? Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. So that is the reason why indoctrination, you see the word indoctrination and colonization resemble education. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between indoctrination and education and colonization. Very, very, very thin line. Right? And for you to have dominion over them, the word is meditation.
Yes.
If you're not on the meds, you're not going to know the difference between colonization, indoctrination, and education.
Yeah.
You have to be holding your meditation.
Yeah, true. Meditation is the key towards that.
Of
Yeah, it's
course.
so true. Yeah.
But they must have put something in the food. Vicious Goddess and Miss Bloomfield, to make people refuse from meditate. People don't want to meditate today, Them not have no time for that. Right?
No.
What they don't
Time
want
People
to
chatting.
do.
fret more than meditate. The time them go in and meditate, they're going to go fret. And exactly what
True.
they want you to do. They want you to worry and run up your blood pressure. Right? That they want, And then they sell you something. Feed.
True. And that's the only way they're gonna make
Okay.
money. So true, that's the psychology too.
Yeah. You go home now, go fret. Yeah. And then they sell you something and said, this is what you must use to bring back down your blood pressure. Right? And you fret. Upon the cost of living, inflation, yeah, your child a go school, you don't know where the first center come from. Instead of you sleep and rest your nerves, you fret all night, rises the pressure. Then they sell you something for it. You go to the doctor and the doctor write a prescription. And every cent where you work, you have to use it. You have to go spend it back with them. Indoctrination, colonization, and education
Yeah.
needs meditation. Yeah. You can remember when you were going school, composition. You know what is a composition? A composition,
Yeah, I remember some of it.
you compose. They call it now essays. I'd say one year essay. You compose from a topic. That's composition. Like I write a song, I compose the song.
Yeah.
So they would have teaches you that. Composition. Write a composition about the blackboard, right? And you write a composition about the blackboard. The other one is transcription. They would give you the book and said, give you a paragraph and said, write it exactly, put in the quotation mark, the full stop, and everything into that. You're transcribing. That's transcription, right? So composition, transcription. The other one was dictation. Dictation. They dictate to you what to write. Right? That is the danger one, That is the one they pay great attention to, that you must learn how to dictate, Right? That when me say you write, don't write nothing. If a capital A, make sure it's a capital A, else your dictation wrong. Because when they dictate to you, they want to make sure that when you grow up, you becomes a dictator. And the one that they spend less time in teaching you, who knows it? Anybody know it? Anybody in the comment section know it? Vicious Goddess, you know the one that teaches you less? Eh? Miss Bloomfield, you know the one that teaches you less? Somebody? 90 minutes we are going on the show. Alright? Right?
Go again. I missed that one.
I said
Yeah.
which one they teaches you less out of composition, transcription, dictation. There's another one there that they doesn't pay much attention and they don't put the works in it for you to know it. That's what making the trouble today. Which of them? Where do you want the one the name? Composition, transcription, dictation. There's another one. I just left school the other day and forget them already. That one is comprehension. That is the one that teaches you less. And the reason why they teaches you that one less, because they do not want you to comprehend. Right? Yes. They do not want you to comprehend. They don't want you to understand what I want. Right? They don't want you to go beyond the ordinary, beyond the basics. So they don't teaches you that. They don't spend much time on that in school. They don't want you to comprehend. Yes. Jamaica said he was going to say that. Yeah. They do not want you to comprehend. Because when you comprehend, you're too damn sensible. When you lock away everything and go straight to the divine master, right? You go straight to the original, not the artificial intelligence, but the official intelligence, right? Comprehension comes through deep meditation. So you cannot comprehend unless you meditate. And Bob Marley cried out. They said, what we know is what they teach us. And Bob Marley said, we are not ignorant. So you just can't touch us. Because we know you. We know where you're up to. Because we are comprehend your speech, your walk, your attitude, your everything. Me know you more than how you know yourself. So when they saw a comprehender, then tried to push him out of the way. Why you think only me I got 90 minutes now only 304 likes me get? Why? Why you think all these things happen here? Huh? Because they knew I'm a comprehender. So them not support that. They're not going to support that. They support the one that said, yes man, I saw it for go man. But the one that will look deep and ask the question, why? Why this? Why that? As I am doing now, you know, on the vex now, them having a class like this on the internet. They vex like bull of me if I tell you. Right? What a boy there do? What a boy there do? What a boy there do? Someone said earlier, it's not all truth must be known. Yes, that's what they said. Because they simply do not want someone to exercise their deep knowledge to this young generation. Because if this generation are taught, they are not going to able to manipulate them.
So true.
If this generation is educated the right and proper way, know right from wrong. My next class, I can tell you that my next class, I will have to bring a cucumber to demonstrate and to teach the young people what the cucumber fruit vegetable is for. Lots of these young people believe it is for sexual purposes because of what they have seen on these medias with the fruit vegetable. It is going in the wrong mouth. Right? That fruit vegetable that you slice up and put with your broccoli, your lettuce, you know, it is going into a wrong mouth. And the coming generation see these things and suddenly it has been normalized to the tune that the person were born 2015 do not know the real purpose of the cucumber. Mighty God of Daniel, can somebody help me here? Indoctrination, colonization, and education can only be mastered by meditation and comprehension. So that is the route to go. Because you cannot comprehend if you refuse to meditate. You will not know anything if you not meditate. The animals meditate and the animals can sin. Everything is right for the animal. They cannot be charged for anything wrong, but human being can. And yet they still meditate. But they give it a different name. Meditation is regurgitation. The animal regurgitate. Human meditate. Right? So that's why nobody can come call me dog. And nobody can come call my children them kids. I don't have such children. I don't have puppies. And I don't have goats. Right? So you never dare call my children them kids. Or you hear me calling anybody's child kids. You don't get that from this boy lips. Right? Because animals regurgitate. The same thing we call chew the cud. That's why this human beings chewing gum. You ever see Viv Richards when him about? Chris Gayle, they have a gum in their mouth to concentrate, to meditate, right? That's how the goats, the animals regurgitate. They will eat the food now. They will eat the grass now. And later on, you saw them, although them swallow it, you know, but it doesn't go on down into the inner intestine yet. So when you see them now relax, they bring it up back and they reach through it and separate what ought to be separated in different intestines, right? And what and to go into the filthy area, come back out to what you like fertile the earth again, right? So they regurgitate, bring up back what they eat. Now, what you are hearing here now, when you leave this life, you are going to regurgitate. It's going to come back. What Taichikos was saying, you know, me never hear that before, but when you saw the logics of it, you adapt to it. And that's exactly what they do not want. So the first thing they do, they criminalize you. They call you name. They degraded you. Yeah? They call you a madman. Now listen to him. They have said that about Christ. Don't listen to him. You know, see him at the head of Beelzebub. Because Christ, there was no lie in Christ. So they has to make the lie and criminalize him. So we all see why the world, the people in the world is like this today. We all see why the people of this world is like this today. I didn't even want to touch the party, I know. But seeing as me there so far in it. Remember, you can follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Reginald Martin. You can follow me on Facebook. I need to make up some grounds on Facebook, right? Run over to Facebook. You follow me over there. It's also Reginald Martin. And on TikTok is Reginald 1950. Support good things. Support truth. I never dare teaches or preaches destructive things. I never dare teaches man for dead. I teaches man for live. And that is the reason why my favorite subject is sex. Right? Because sex is the prelude to life. Right? So I feel comfortable speaking about sex than politics or religions. Yes, creation, preservation. Sex is the preservation of life. Right? That is how we preserve life. Right? So we don't take life. We didn't come here to take life. We come here to make life. When the Creator ready, in take back the life, you're not supposed to go take it. Right? But we're supposed to make it. How deep and sweet thou art. Right? We turn everything around. The time we feel make life, these young guys, them outer street that take life. Them poor little partner in a them bed with sometimes them breast stand up stiff and want the energy of a man to just rub it like this. Him outer road with long gun and run down people, right? To kill people. and the method is in his bed, just go in there, go make a life instead of go street, we go take a life. Right? So you see where they are not thinking. They are not thinking. They do not know their purpose. Right? And if you try to teach them their purposes, because of you are one dangerous criminal. Wow. Let me tell you about the wickedest criminal you ever have. When name? It name pride. Pride are the wickedest criminal. Right? Because pride will make you see the right thing, know the right thing, and do the wrong thing. Pride are the wickedest criminal you have. Right? Because you don't want that crew to look lesser than you follow fashion. Well, so we used to call it really fashion. But you follow the pattern and the fashion of an individual that going down a dangerous slope. But just to, in your eyes, it looks so fashionable that everybody a do it. You know, say, look on a dance. Everybody look so fashionable, drift. And ask them the meaning of drift. When you are drift on something good, you know. Me not even want to go into that part of it. The songs they sing and the words they use and how damaging it is to the society. And the song Drift was a big hit. Them drift out of them drift out of their mind at the same time. Mad Out was there. The two hottest songs drifting away from their senses and madding out. Them mad out so till and they drift from the reality of life. So till man can't have the heart to look on a 9 months old baby and pump bullet in a heart, so pump. Drift out of their mind. Just some money. Drifting on the memories. They drift away from the purpose and the reality of life. Words, power, and sound. And for about 6 months, drift, mad out, drift. People dead. Those were the words going up in the atmosphere. Yeah. Those were the words going up in the atmosphere. So, enough of me.
Words are
Let me ask you people now, what then should be the solution? There are so many things that opened up to you that you weren't thinking of. You can agree or you can disagree, right? So many things that has opened up to you since you're on that you weren't even thinking of. What is your line of action now? Now that these things have opened up, starting from Miss Bloomfield.
I guess they need to teach more comprehension.
You got it. You got it. That is the one they are spending less time on. Less time on. For you not to comprehend. Less meditation. So them have all kind of games to give the children them. Cartoons and all of those things. AI intelligence. So that they don't comprehend. Right? Everything. Google. Everything. Alicia. Right? So that they don't comprehend properly. As somebody have to tell them. And they said, what we know is what they teach us. So you know, have no time to go look into it. And I said, but me can't call me. I don't know go at them there. Oh, me go call me children, them kids. You will never see that. Right? Because their mother and their mother before them uses the same terms. Because they weren't meditating either. That's why them vex now hear me I teach this topic, you know. Me not accept them vex, you know. I tell you so them vex. Because I'm teaching this. Yeah. So your time now, vicious goddess. Or she fell asleep.
No, I'm still here.
Yes. So the question is, what have you learned? There are so many things that would have opened up to you that you weren't even thinking of the time you're here listening to me. What will be your line of action as from today? Is there anything that you used to do you plan to change? Based on what you have learned here?
I plan to change, yes.
I won't ask you what, but yeah, there should be a lot of things you change, right?
Yeah.
From what you have heard here, right? You see what you hear here? Me can tell you. You're not going to church, no preacher now preach this. And nobody go up a Yui and go check say, you are get this up there. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. And because they are the elephant, but I am the ants. They are the elephant.
Okay.
And it's what the big guys says. Only the big guys know the truth. The ants don't know nothing because I walk a grown ants live. Right? Yeah. So the ants don't know nothing. Well, me are the ants. So you can listen to ants. Right? And that's the reason why I tell you that the biggest criminal you have today. Who remember who is the biggest? What is the biggest criminal? Who remember? What is the biggest criminal? Your pride. Your pride is the biggest criminal influencer. Right? Because you want to be in the styles. And if you're not have one bag marked fully done, you're no hot boy or hot girl at school. So your pride rob you of your dignity. Rob you of it. Rob you of knowledge. Rob you of everything just to be in the style. Oh, my friend, them are going to laugh after me. Right? If me wear my skirt too long, that's why you have so much altercation of the clothes in the school, while clothes should have never been a factor in the learning institution, because from the beginning it is not the close that learn. The emphasis should have been on education, proper education, right? That's where the energy should be thrown around, not hairstyle, right? I will be back again. Thank you for the wise word. Yes, Jamaica, bless up yourself. Walk good, my friend. And you can listen also to East Coast Reggae Radio. Every afternoon, I'm on from 3 until 5 o'clock, building vibes on the internet. Right? Good night, Jamaica. Yes. All right. So that's how it is today. Right? We implore you to try and find out what is wrong from what is right. Because a lot of the things that they are placing emphasis on, say that is what causing the problem, is not that. Education is our biggest problem because of indoctrination, right? The people not meditating to comprehend. So it stems right there, and that has been taught to us by our colonial masters from way down there, so then turn things around. So till even the common way that we made, me born 1957, me could have never dare say I am going to have sex and go behind. That's not how I learned sex. I learned sex with the positiveness of the eye contact, right? I learned that sex, you speak. Yeah, all right, let me put it another way. You interview before intercourse. You interview, so you take now an in-depth look at the person, so you connect spiritually before the physical contact. You connect spiritually. Make sure that individual, that is the purpose of courting. Now, what takes the place of courting? Texting takes the place of courting. But the difference between texting and courting, texting doesn't have the eye contact. But courting, you must have to be close to the person, and you court, and you look into one another's eyes, and you see when the person can look at you. You see when you drop your pint and then start look all a bush, and you can see the guilt from their eyes. But texting negates that. And a lot of the young people today get caught in texting. Cause text, see the people, the person face, see no impression. You can text at this colorful things to you, but being as the word cannot be discolored, because you now comprehend, you believe the word is good for you. That is We used to call it courting. The modern word is interview. Interview before intercourse. Know the person. Why you left Clarendon and that town? Find out that. And after the intercourse, you have to ask him them questions. Those questions must ask before intercourse. And if the answer cannot be given, that sweet little silky piece of material must stay on your body. Yes. If those questions, do you marry? Why they deport you from America? What is your last name? Where do you work? Where do you get the bulk of your income? If those things cannot be answered, let that sweet silky piece of material, don't pull the string. Don't be his puppet. Interview before intercourse is not intercourse as an interview. Away didn't after the intercourse, away say name again. Give me a phone number. Give me your phone number. So I make you left Clarendon and live at town. I went and deport you all those you supposed to know before intercourse. No, but it's not that way today. I pull my attache case and show you the stacks of money. You don't want no interview. Me don't want know him. All me want to know is the combination to go in at that. So you don't want to know nothing more about him. You don't want to know where you get that from. You see, pride are your biggest crime influenza. You think, oh, if me get all that, if me can buy a S5 tomorrow like what Julie have. Can buy one car like what Julie have. So it will rob you. You know, bother meditate again. You know, all the meds, that's all. All they do is try to hold on pan the grip load of money where you see. So if they use the money to block your meditation. Thank you, Butter Dan. Yes, for the follow. Yeah. My dear sisters and brothers, there are so much to learn. But like I said before, Tribridge, them girls have their money already. From she see you, unlike you, she sleep with you. Let me say, Tribridge, I wonder, let me read that again though, before I say this. Them girls have their money already. From she see you, unlike you, she sleep with you. Now, Tribridge, what I want you to text now is to tell me the purpose of she sleeping with me. For instance, she have her money, right? And I have money. What would be the common reason for she to be coming to sleep with me? I know you're a very bright, Tribridge. So text me and tell me the reason. And let me see if we have any Queen of Sheba who would have traveled all the way to Solomon, not for his riches, but for his knowledge. Yeah. Is it that what Tribridge is advocating? Because of desire and fantasy, all about admire and lust. I'm not going to give you 100%, because the reason why I cannot give you 100%, Tribridge, there is no such thing as too much money. There is no such thing as too much money. No matter how much money you want, you still want more. Right? So don't come tell me that a woman, yes, is going to come and lie with you because of the fancy car you drive, because the bandy leg you have. I gather she will say that. But that is not the ultimate reason. Because you have someone have bandy legs so till they bend up, but because they don't have no money, nobody no desire them. Right? Tribridge, what is it? I don't want you to use the word like, but I know what you're trying to say. Right? I know what you're trying to say. But take out, she just like you. But I would take out the like. A like is common. Right? And I would put rate. Rate. And if a woman rates you, and some of your ratings she want, is some of your ratings she want, why she rate you? The knowledge you have to garner so much money into a short period of time, she want know the ropes. So the first thing, she will rate you and don't like you. There are a percentage of Jamaican girls who just cannot control their sexual hormones. Yes, Tribridge. Those are the contaminated one. Because you're supposed to control, dominion over all things. So there should be no person on earth who doesn't have self-control. That's the best. So if you cannot find self-control, then your next home will be Ward 21. Yeah? So you cannot make your hormones, your sexual ego control you. You're a mad person. Some topics cannot be generalized because there are categories of woman. Of course we know that. Of course we know that. Right? I'm not one of them who will say there is no good woman on earth. Right? No, I'm not so stupid. Oh, Miss Bloomfield, you're back. Right? I'm not so stupid to say there is no good woman on earth. And I won't be saying either there's not a good man on earth. I wouldn't be so stupid. Right? I knew.
There is
Mr.
still
Cool.
good people. There is still good woman and good man out there.
Of course. Of course. So, all right. Good woman that will love a man.
Right.
But she first have to rate that person. If rating the person don't comes before love, then it is hurry come up.
Exactly.
You have to first rate the
Rate the
person.
person.
Money,
Yeah.
yes. Money negates ratings. And just bring wants, greed, pride. Mr. Cool, just coming in.
How are you, sir? Long time we don't have a conversation, man. What's good?
A long time, Mr. Cool. Long
Long time
time.
we ain't
Long
chat, man.
time.
I love your topic. I love your topic tonight, though.
Yeah, that's how I plan to keep it. Right?
Yeah.
Money powers respect for people with low yes? But aren't on majority stays that way, Tribridge, as far as you can see, in your own estimation. Tribridge, why you don't come in the box? Send me a request, man. Come in the box, man. Majority don't rule. Do you support that? That majority don't rule? Oh, okay, all right. All right. Right? Yes. Let me go back from where we started for the benefit of Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool,
Yes, sir.
we are looking at when a man is about to be murdered, or a woman, or anybody for that matter, and they bawl out murder, or someone is going to be raped, and they cried out for rape. Is it the right thing they're doing, Mr. Cole? And I asked
Yes,
Tribridge the same thing too.
yes. You know why they shout? They're looking for
Say
help.
again?
They're looking for help. They're looking for someone to come to their rescue.
Yeah.
They're
So
looking
I'm
attention.
saying, is it the right utterance? Is it the right sound? Murder, rape?
So they could use
Would you
anything. They could
consider
say help.
it?
They could use the word help.
They could say help.
Hmm.
You said they could say help.
They could say help, but they want it to be more of a more of what you say. The word
Sure,
I'm looking for
secure,
more.
secure.
Not in sense of secure, more urgent,
More. Oh,
something more dangerous, something
all right. I
more,
like the word.
yeah,
I like the
urgent.
word urgent. I
Hmm.
like the word urgent.
Yes.
But wouldn't it be urgent to the opposite? Because that individual would be calling for what they don't want. Murder.
No,
Remember, it's
no,
life
but
they want.
but they saying murder, but I think maybe because they are in a such
We know that.
of shock. They're not adding the complete sentence. They're supposed
We
to say
we
murder. Someone is raping me. Someone gonna murder me. So it's because of the shock. The old sentence is not coming out.
that's how you look at it.
Yes, that's what it is.
All right, it is. That's what you said. All right.
Mhm.
Why then? Why then? Do you believe in indoctrination? Do you know of indoctrination?
Yes, it's fine. Yes, I believe in indoctrination.
Uh, couldn't it be also indoctrination?
For somebody to say, so it's a culture. It's a culture thing, right? It's the same thing as indoctrination, right?
Of course. And who would have taught it that? Who would have initiated that teaching? That
It's from
instead of
our
saying
forebears.
in,
It's our
instead of
foreparents.
saying help,
Hmm.
help,
Right.
come help me, Selassie, Jesus, oh, Father Jones, you said murder, calling for what you don't
Yeah.
want.
God, they taking it
Did
to the
you know the word?
extreme.
Do you know the word urgent that you use? They
Hmm.
urgently got their demise. They
So,
urgently got what they do not want, because they call it down
so
on themselves.
is actually was a murder or a rape? Was it exact?
Any one of the two.
Because people use it
Anything.
for people use it sometime, and well, it's just a fight, They just use it, Because sometimes you'll be getting beaten up or getting a fight. They're gonna use the word murder or rape or whatever just to draw attention more urgently.
Yes. All right. All right. Listen this one now, Mr. Cool. Who teaches the earlier generation that cow jump over the moon?
Give me 1 second.
Who teaches that? Mr. Cool, or he's on past Tribridge? I know you know that. So we not. I'm just waiting to clap Mr. Cool with that. Um, he mentioned culture, which is the same thing of indoctrination and colonization, right?
Right.
Right?
You with me? I'm with you.
Yeah, which is the cow jump, indoctrination, colonization, right? Cow jump over the moon. Who teaches that? Isn't that a part of indoctrination? Isn't that colonization? Isn't that the wrong education? Because when you look, you see the moon over the cow, and at no time, totally impossible for the cow to jump over the moon. Right? As a memory gem, why then you could not nurture my brain with the correct thing?
So you there?
Why you could nurture my brain with the correct thing, that is the moon over the cow?
That's kind of that's a silly one though. It's real silly
Tell me how silly.
because a diggle diggle, the cat and the figgle, the cow jump over the moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a funny. It's the old said, a little dog laugh to see such a funny thing. That's how it goes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's a funny thing, I
And the
guess.
dish.
And the dish run away with the spoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just some little crazy memory gem or something. Just they use it
It
just to
passes
have
crazy.
people
You are
wake up
too
out their
generous,
sleepless
Mr. Cool.
slumber.
Mr. Cool. Mr.
Hmm.
Cool, you're too generous. It passes crazy.
Yeah, I am generous. But these things is from slavery
Yeah,
days,
it
right? It's from way
passes
back.
crazy. Yeah? It passes crazy. It's
It is
wrong.
crazy. Yeah.
Totally wrong. Right? For teaching, for nurturing the young minds and such huge fiction. That's how cause that in memorizing that, in shaping the young minds on a lie, a fiction. That means that's how you want the generation, right? I wonder if you're following me, Mr. Cool.
I'm following you in there, but it's it's again it's a way how our leader see education. You understand? Is the way if they don't see it as something important that they need to adjust, because if you if you take in your book, taking your knowledge, you will you will grow up and kind of like you can I mean you can divide uh, fiction from non-fiction. You can distinguish them,
How do you do that?
because you're
All right,
knowledgeable. Be-
manifestation, manifestation,
right.
manifestation.
So if you are thinkable, if you is a person who have your six senses and you can read and write properly, you're able to think properly to know that's nonsense. All right. So that's fiction. So it's not
Hold
possible.
on, Mr. Cool. Hold on, Mr. Cool. Are you saying that everyone that can read and write properly can think?
Not true, but they're most likely, they can think properly.
And you have some that cannot read and write, but they are tremendous thinkers. And
Right?
they cannot read and write. I knew
All right.
many people like that.
One of the most important thing a human being need to have is self-control.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes,
Self-control.
yes, self-control. If you can
Mm-hmm.
have self-control, if you can't read and write, you're still good. Nobody can know you can't read and write because you can control your anger. You can see things. I'll do it, bother you. You can leave it alone. You could deal with it. You're not thin skinned.
Critical thinking is a skill that is enhanced by experiences.
So how
Yes.
you gain the how you gain
Yes.
the experience? How do you gain the experience?
At the passage of time.
So
And
you say you made
and
mistake,
hmm?
you made mistake, and then
No,
you correct yourself.
not necessarily. You can never make a mistake. Yeah, although we are prone to make mistake, but you don't have to make mistake to experience something,
So
right?
you learn from me, you
You
learn from
can
somebody else's mistake.
no, you don't necessarily learn from mistake alone, right? I heard those nonsense, but I don't swallow those
So how you gonna get the
because
knowledge? You
I
gonna read it
can
into a book?
learn. I can learn from the correct thing too. I get my experience from the correct thing.
How?
I
When you
don't
gonna see it
have.
into a
I
book?
don't. Second.
You're gonna get the correct thing from a book, or you're gonna watch it happen to someone and see the result. How you gonna
Oh,
get the
you
learning?
just come. You just come on. I'm a meditator, so I got the correct things from meditation. The book can be wrong.
Right. So
The
how do
book
you know it's
can be
right?
wrong.
How do you know it's right or wrong?
Say again.
How do you know when
Say
it's
again.
right or
I
wrong?
didn't get a manifestation
So
when it
so
manifested
now
onto you.
so
And
now you're going back. you're going back to when you say if it's innate tradition or indoctrination. It's the same thing because it's traditional.
Yes, sir. Uh, I know. So I were going back from the colonial masters
Hmm.
who teaches them to cry for what they don't want.
Right,
Because the education that we have, especially here in the Western Hemisphere, had been put together by our enemies.
right.
It's not our brand. It is put together by our colonizers. That's why we get things like cow jump over moon. That is all I'm
Right,
saying.
right,
Yeah. Yeah. So it is our ability now to think, and turn it around. And the ability now to play it out, because in the society, when majority is going one way, it becomes a norm, and you now going the other way, you're abnormal. You are now seen as a
so
troublemaker.
so you
Because
gotta
you're
roll with
not.
society majority, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. And that is why they teach you this garbage, that when you go to Rome, you do
you gotta do what the
what the
Romans do.
Romans do. Yeah.
Right.
Like you don't. I'm an African. Why should I go to Rome and do what Romans do? Why can't
but
I do what the Africans
but
do? I'm an
you
African.
can find a group of like-minded people, you know.
That's I'm
You
searching
can
for
find
them.
a group of like-minded people and you wanna single out yourself. If you find a couple hundred or a couple thousand people to do what you like, you could don't have to wear clothes. You could walk around butt naked. They won't say you stupid. They'll just call you a community.
Pride again.
Huh?
Pride. That's pride, which is the biggest criminal. Pride, you know.
Right, right.
A pride leads you to greed, you know. A pride leads you
Pride,
to destruction, you know.
pride,
Right?
pride. You see, Jamaican people full of pride and have too much pride, you know. Too much pride.
Exactly what I'm saying. That's why they becomes a follower and not an initiator. They
And
become so when they saw a initiator, that individual looked so strange to them. Right? Them first thing they call them a madman. When they
right.
saw a thinker who think to start things for themselves, the first thing they said, a madman that, you know.
But
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
think positive and get people
Look,
on your side. Because no
look,
man is an
look at,
island.
right.
No man is an island and no man stand alone. So if you have an idea, you have to share your idea. You can't go down with your idea by yourself.
No,
You
but
have to have
when,
people. You have to have people with influence to share your ideas.
yes, but people will see your good idea, and because your idea, all right, my idea now, listen to this idea now, Mr. Cool,
Hmm.
Mr. Unstoppable, good night. All right, my idea now is to re-educate my people,
Okay.
and the society seeing my idea know it's a good one. The first thing they're gonna do, they're gonna demoralize me.
But you know why though? You
They're
know
not
why?
gonna give me the space to maneuver.
You know why though?
Right?
You know why? Do you know why?
Yeah. So if I know why,
Uh-huh.
yes, I know why.
I would have to ask you. I have to ask you a few questions first, though. Uh,
Yes.
First of all, they're gonna want to know if he's a scholar. Which university you came out of?
Exactly.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Exactly, Mr. Cool.
That's one of the first questions they're gonna ask. Which I believe university you went to. Who give you the qualification that you could
Good.
speak to
Good.
the masses?
And the and they are now thinking Harvard. If I haven't gone to Harvard, if I
Right.
haven't gone to Oxford, Cambridge, any one of those university,
Right.
I'm no one. You cannot come and speak to
But
me.
but
So
you know
right
that
away there is
you could start
separation
doing,
and segregation.
you could
They
radically
started to segregate me.
start it, because you have a platform, you could start to write. You could start to write your book, and
But it's
you
already
walk.
started.
You go to
It is already started. Here and
right.
now.
Hear me 1 second. Hear me 1 minute. Write your book,
Yes.
and you go to Alpha Tree, because I used to watch some of your throw them, and you in Alpha Tree and you're doing your thing. So if you write a little thin little book and you write your ideas and you give out your books them, and somebody will pick you up one day and give you a good interview and start to take your ideas and put them to use.
Yeah.
And you have some
well, well, I
ideas.
agree. I,
Yes.
I agree. I agree. But as yes, let's not say I take away nothing from that, because that's facts, and I'm on the road of doing that. You
Stay
know,
on message.
I'm on.
If you stay on message, stay on message. And
Yes.
don't deviate from your message. Trust me. I
Yeah.
have
Yes.
I have
Yes.
this
I know. I
idea
know.
in 2017, right? I have an
Yes.
idea. I put it somewhere on Facebook or YouTube, in where I was asking the Prime Minister, in order to change Jamaica, he has to start from the 5-year-old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And within 15 years, when that 5-year-old become 20 years old, he will have an
Mm-hmm.
angle in Jamaica. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Prime Minister would listen to me. If he put two soldiers, those soldiers I have up in Uppart Camp, he put
Mm-hmm.
two soldiers in every basic school in Jamaica, and every local school, and teach them certain principle, respect, and know everybody numbers in Jamaica, and have those little young 5-year-old, 5 to 10, groom them manners-able,
Mm-hmm.
respectful, teach them certain ropes and roles and manners, respect. We have a better Jamaica in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But
What is the
you take,
problem there? What is the
mhm.
problem there? Have you seen a problem there?
I haven't seen it, I don't see the problem, because I'm focused on the good.
The
So maybe
problem,
if you see
sir.
the
The
problem,
problem, sir, is the problem is patience that they do not have, sir.
all right, all right, all right. Listen, you know how America, England, and Canada and those development countries, you know how they think? They think 50 years ahead and 100 years ahead.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
that's how they think, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Everything they do it, they plan now for 40 years from now. That's how they plan.
Do you think that the whole argument about the year was gonna end at the year 2000?
Right.
That many of these leaders here or these nations weren't planning beyond 2000? You think they were that dull?
They
And that
maybe
is the reason why
our country, maybe wasn't thinking forward, but this country, they think, man, they know that is the first world country, them, they was thinking. You say when the computer that was crashing and stuff like that, with the zero.
Yes.
They didn't have they had a zero them behind
Yes.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
first world country there was on point.
So, so you said they were already have plans ahead to go on beyond 2000
Yes.
cause that was 23 years ago. This is nearly
Yeah,
23
2000.
years ago that we
Uh-huh.
were told that the world would have ended, right?
Yeah.
Right? And we're
Yeah.
still going on. So, I'm asking if you think a lot of country are now late in catching up with the reality that this world will never end, not today or tomorrow, right? But the passage of time, ages will come to an end. Because that is all was it, That is all where all the lies and the tricks are, right?
Lies and tricks.
That,
How many
yeah, the
how many
world
billions
would be ending in 2000 for
how many billion year? How many
ultimate
billion year is the how
somebody.
many billion year? Go ahead.
I
How
lost you
old is
there.
the
I
earth? How
didn't.
many billion
You
years
didn't
is the
come.
earth?
I don't know. Yeah, do you have a
It's
figure?
pretty old, man. It's a lot of billion trillion years old.
Yeah.
It's very
Well, we
old.
don't have a figure, right?
We don't have
Right.
a figure.
So we would say that the world will never end. That's a Western mentality. Almighty God.
I
Why the
don't
West, sir?
think I don't think it's a
Why the
Western
West?
mentality. I don't think it's a Western mentality. All right, but you know that it's two side, right? It's two
Mm-hmm.
side to societal thinking. The Christian side and the worldly side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the man that the pastor that's read the Bible, his side is to tell you about Christ and the world, and the DJ outside is to tell you about the party side to enjoy life, right? So
Mm-hmm.
both of them you gotta spend money, but the pastor he gonna take your money and he gonna send his kid to school, and his kid's gonna be a lawyer, they're gonna be a doctor, and you're gonna lose, you're gonna out of your money. So I don't know how you I don't know how you look on it, how you look on life, but it's something to discuss, to talk about
Definitely.
the
And
two
that's what
difference.
that is what we are doing. Yeah, someone said it's a Western mentality. Yes. And yes, I would want to agree with him. It's a Western mentality because the false doctrine the false doctrine were centered around the West, right?
Mhm,
Because remember in Ethiopia it would be of a different time zone, right?
mhm, mhm.
You understand? So I would more agree with Unstoppable in saying that it's a Western mentality. Yeah, and you mentioned
Uh-huh.
the whole subject of religion, right?
Uh-huh.
Religion is the biggest manipulator of time, right? And laws, right? They are the biggest instigator of false teaching, right? So that's why
Give
there's
me
so many.
a minute. I'm gonna join you back in a minute, yeah?
Yes,
Give me a minute.
that's why
Excuse me
we
for a
have.
minute.
Yeah, yeah, man, yeah, man.
Excuse me for a
That's
minute.
why
I'm
we
gonna join you
have
back.
so much. religions to help to divide the people and to rule them, especially the Western Hemisphere who takes on Christianity, right? And then they found when they got so involved and entrenched in Christianity, it is too late now that they are realizing that something cannot adds up there, right? The teachings, the religious teachings is far different from the teachings of the Creator. Yes, it takes multiple amount of years. That time, religion already embedded in the people. And it becomes a norm to them, becomes a culture in them. So lies, hollygaries, fictions are the order of the day. That's the reason why I stay away from religion. Man with the highest IQ is known or called Most High. Man, alright. Haile Selassie is called the Most High. And he certainly did have a tremendous amount of knowledge. Yeah. His knowledge, his IQ was well high. And that's the reason why he could have done all the things that he have done. And one of the reasons why in the Western Hemisphere here, he is seen as a demon. That's why he has been, they portrayed him as some evil because of their own agenda. That's why they do it. And honestly, I wouldn't want, not tonight, I wouldn't want to go into what the agendas are, because it is right in front of us at this time, right? Haile Selassie was a man of great knowledge. This generation say them no want no knowledge, them better off fully done, right? So I wouldn't even want to go into that, right? That's why you can't tell certain youths today about Haile Selassie's teaching, about Marcus Garvett's teaching, right? Right? Because these people contaminate the they doesn't use the aquarium. Their IQ, them no use it. Them use Mali and Folly. So they are not thinkers. They becomes ascetic. They becomes they had limit themselves to money, to the power of money. And from them have money, them have everything. They don't want knowledge. Vicious Goddess, we haven't heard from you for quite some time. Miss Bloomfield, are you still there?
I'm here, but I'm listening you guys what you are saying. I'm just listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Have you heard anything that you did not agree with? Can you recall? There can be many. While I wait until you gather your thoughts. Thank you, Tribridge. I'm just waiting on her to gather her thoughts so we can help her. Because not everybody want to speak against religion. That religion is one of the main contributor to the destruction, even what is happening down in Israel, would be a contributor. Yeah, not many people has that thinking, that spectrum of knowledge, right? To know that, and to remain neutral, right? So you can get the teachings from the divine. As Mr. Cool said, the first question they're gonna ask you, which of the university you attend, and if you don't go Harvard or any one of those. Probably if you tell them Timbuktu, then tell you say you have to relearn. Right? Right? Yeah. The more find laws and clause, because you know what happens in Timbuktu, right? They might tell you say you have to relearn. But I'm a bit surprised I didn't get clear cut on what Mr. Cool was saying about the topic, the diversion and the division. Yes, not many people want us to zoom it into the people like this, because they realize they like when people don't fully learn, fully understand. They just want them to have a little understanding, but not fully understand, right? So that you can really and truly have power on this earth. Them not want you to really know that. Are you up just courageous like me? Suppose I tell you when I leave school I could read and write. You wouldn't believe. No. Couldn't believe. And I determined that I have to read and write. And I didn't go to any of their learning institution. Right? I learned this doing security work. My knowledge comes natural. Me don't have to pay no tuition fee. Me don't have to take no student loan. Right? Naturally, it comes. I don't have a paper to stamp. He said I'm bright. No. I don't have that to show. But I confident myself that I am bright. I am not dunce. Because the one who created me give me this. Island too sweet. Blessed. Right? The one who created me give this unto me. So, me not most proud of myself, right? Me never pay no tuition fee. The only problem is, and it's not a problem either, they won't see me as bright without the paper. But that doesn't matter to me. That doesn't say I'm not going to pass on the knowledge to those who can take it. Because not everybody can take this levels here of teaching. Not everybody. Some people would get vexed. Some people bring arrogance. Then because them cannot take this level of teaching. Yes, the inheritance of the bloodline stands out in us. Our parents go right back down to the earlier days of creation, with bloodline coming from, with these wise men, right? And it's in our DNA coming up to this point. So we don't really need a contamination for education. When they started to bring their contamination, we bring education. Yes. So we don't limit ourselves and tell ourselves that we are no good and all of those stuff. No, we don't do that. You don't do that to yourself. Knowledge is not the result of education, certainly not. Knowledge cannot be bought. Knowledge cannot be sold. And looks is deceiving, because you can look good, but you're not good. You can look bright, but you're not bright. You can look like you have knowledge and you don't have none. You have to manifest them for it to show. It is the manifestation of them all that proves. You can have a PhD, say you're bright and you're not bright. You have to show that you're bright. The manifestations of your lights supposed to be seen in your works. Just as how your dullness, we have seen your dullness in your works. Education brings about misconception, indoctrination, miscommunication, and behavioral challenges. Wonderful way, beautiful way. I could not agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. All of those. Wow. Let me just gather my thoughts on that. Wrong and right. Brands of education. Brands of education. Could it be two brands? Could it be two brands of education? Rosemary Grant, laughing away. How you find so much joke? How you find so much joke, Randy? Tell me. Come on, man. you find someone joking at this serious conversation, send me a request, man. What I want you in the box. And you find someone joke. I wonder if you know, say, I want serious discussion with the pan. Talk to me, Randy. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. How you find someone joke? This is what the man said. Education brings about misconceptions, indoctrination, miscommunication, and behavioral challenges. And the man said, knowledge is not the result of education. As some serious thoughts those, you know, that probably Randy didn't even know all these things, you know. I wonder if what we are said to Randy sounds stupid. Why shall I laugh so? Come on, man, talk to me, man. Talk to me. Talk to me, you know. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Is there anyone? Remember, you can. Oh, Tribridge wanted to come on. Almighty God, I should have him up there a long time. Right? The argument was so intense, so sweet. You know? Wow. Yes. I love the argument when it's full of gum like these, you know. I just love strong, sensitive argument. You see, after I come out this live here, I'm quite sure I'm gonna get a good rest, because I've been fed with good energy, good knowledge, good conversation. Yeah, you know? Yeah. So these are the things that keeps me happy. You know? Good conversation. Yeah. Yes, Tribridge.
Give me a second. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. So this is how I got energized with good conversation. I want you to also listen to my radio program, my online radio program, 3 o'clock until about 5:30, and East Coast Reggae Radio. Please to support it. If you're an artist and you want your songs to be promoted, interview, and all of that, remember, give us a link, 3930708, and East Coast Reggae Radio Station, right? Yours truly will be there live tomorrow from 3 o'clock, right? And then the following day, this will be my Earth Strong. There will be a special little program filled with good music, yes, and vibes, positive vibration. Yes, East Coast Reggae Radio Station, online radio station. Co-host is my co-host is Madam Michelle, head cook and buckle washer, right? So we do another part of the teachings over there as well, so you can join me. And remember my YouTube page, subscribe to my YouTube page. It's Reginald Martin over YouTube, Reginald Martin over on Facebook, right? Reginald 1950 if you want to follow me on TikTok, right? Remember to like, share, you know, and follow. Right? I need to get to this 10,000 followers. I'm well up in my 7. So share it. Tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your auntie, tell your niece, tell your friends, tell everyone about this live, Reginald 1950. Endeavored to educate, to eradicate, and to educate. That's my purpose. All right. The whole topic tonight was, should someone call for rape if they are getting raped, or call for murder if they are under a murder threat? Are those words the right words to say? Should you be calling for murder, or should you be calling for help? Right? Which of them should you be calling for, or who teaches you to call for the things to destroy you? Right? Who teaches you to call for the things that will destroy you? Is it your enemy teaches you that for you to meet your demise? Remember, they couldn't stand us. Right? They did not want to see us excel. You know, they tried everything in their powers to get us out. Where's the book of Exodus? I want it look like Then a new king who knew nothing. Right, hold on there. The sons of Jacob who went to Egypt with him, each with his family, were Reuben, and tribes you're talking about bloodline: Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. The total number of these people directly descended from Jacob was 70. His son Joseph was already in Egypt. In the course of time, Joseph, his brothers, and all the rest of that generation died. But their descendants, the Israelites, had many children and became so numerous and strong that Egypt was filled with them. So you see what I talk about? You see what I talk about? And what them do? What them plan to do? Do it them. Then a new king who knew nothing about Joseph came to power in Egypt. He said to his people, "These Israelites are so numerous and strong that they are a threat to us, and we're still being a threat to some nation. Yes? In case of a war, they might join our enemies in order to fight against us and might escape from the country. We must find some way to keep them from becoming even more numerous. So we must find a way to make them stop born." So if I'm right, that's how them started to plan them birth control. Right? Just to make we no born. Yes? Right, fine, yes, so the whole idea of birth control started. Right? See that? Then try many different method of birth control. Right? Because then just never want with a born. Right? So the Egyptian put slave drivers over them to crush their spirit with hard labor. The Israelites built the cities of Phantom and Ramesses to serve as supply centers for the king. But the more the Egyptians oppressed the Israelites, the more they increased in numbers and the further they spread through the land. The Egyptians came to fear the Israelites and made their life miserable by forcing them into cruel slavery. They made them work on their building projects and in their fields, and they had no pity on them. You see, that's birth control they were trying there. When them work them, when them go home, them not have no time for sex. Cause without them no sex, the baby can't born. So the idea was to walk them. So till then tired when they go home at night time, then just go sleep. No remember nothing more about sex. But we know how we turn all when we can hardly move, right? From a sex, we are go into it. We have to fulfill the master's plan. Yes, we have to. We got to. So the work them out have no pity. Then the king of Egypt spoke to Shipara and Puah. I know enough on a person I hear that name there. Because you say this a story, me feel like escape. Cause then they don't want we feel know them things. Right? Shipara and Puah. Right? The two midwives. The authorities say, hello Shipara, hello Puah. You say, if the baby them born and a boy, kill them, you know. Kill his seed. But Shipara and Puah say, no, you think they're idiot? You know, kill them. Better me general uno more than kill them. So me I go find a lie and tell you no. Say, no, these Egyptians, these Israelites, they are not like, these Hebrews are not like the Egyptians. By the time we get to them, baby come out already, so you can't do better. Right? That's how they trick them. Right? Shipar and Puah, those two ladies, I love them. I love the Shipar. And I must say that's why me love woman, so you know. Because that woman saved my life. Right? Then the king, I'm going to read that again because I have first someone that hear that name. Then the king of Egypt spoke to Shipara and Puah, the two midwives who helped the Hebrews women, right? When they might give birth. He said, when you help the Hebrew woman to give birth, he said to them, kill the baby if it is a boy. Why you think then tackle the boy? Him have the seed. And once you kill the seed, you kill the breed. Right? So they were after the breed. So them say kill the seed. Right? Then say kill it if he is a boy. But if it is a girl, let it live. But the midwives, Shipar and Puah, were God-fearing, and so they did not obey the king. Instead, they let the boys live. So the king sent for the midwives and asked them, why are you doing this? Why are you letting the boys live? They answered, the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women. They give birth easily, and their babies are born before either of us get there. Because the midwives were God-fearing, God was good to them and gave them families of their own. And the Israelites continued to increase and become strong. Finally, the king issued a command to all his people: take every newborn Hebrew boy and throw him into the Nile, the river Nile, but let all the girls live. You see how they plan to control birth from way down yonder. It is just the methods change now, more sophisticated now, that you don't have to make the baby born again, Fishipara and Pua kill them from there, so. But they can get rid of them the morning after. More sophisticated method. They can get rid of them by make the plastic stand in the way of fertility. More sophisticated to pull away Shipara and Pua from that. That's birth control. So, and I know that is only the method has changed, especially for we back here, right? It is no longer their life must not preserve because they were afraid of them. The more you preserve the life is the more they will born, and it did happen. The more they tried to kill them out, as the book said, the more they increased. And the more they increased is the more they fear them. And from them, fear us. They fear us. Nobody believe they can come and friend us. There's another word there. There's another word there. Friend us and love us truly. No, not what happened. As the thing said. It is 10 minutes after 11 o'clock. And I gotta get some rest. So I thank everybody who participate, your comments, your input, your gifts, your likes, and most of all your time to watch this program and be a part of this rich live broadcast. As I said, join me tomorrow at 3 o'clock at East Coast Reggae Radio. Just type that in and you will hear me in a dancing mode tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you all for coming.